everyone. I love this diversity. A big cheer for that, please. Thank you. Yes. Kind of reminds me of my old job where I was invited to Diversity Training Day by my colleague Muna, who's a so-called ethnic. Now I can say that, you definitely can't. Right? And she gathered all our white colleagues in a room. A bit like this. And she comes in the room and she sniffs the air and she's like, I can smell a racist. And then she looks at me, the other ethnic in the room, and says, Salma, can you smell a racist? And I think, finally, a witch hunt I can be part of. So I take a deep breath in and my white colleagues start tensing up. Bums clenched on the seat. A bit like you, sir. But you know what? You can unclench them. Because actually I was remembering my school days, right? And the smell of my first crush, Jamie. As we used to call him, Jamie the racist. Because to be fair to him, he was a bloody racist. Yeah? But alhamdulillah. He smelled good. Right? He wore Lynx Africa. It's an ironic sensuous, isn't it? For a man who's all about white power. And his mum's stolen silk cut cigarettes. And shepherd's pie. The trifecta of whiteness. Now, speaking of racists, I am actually married to a white man for my sins. Yeah. It's a bit difficult, right? Because I'm a Pakistani ex-Muslim, now married to a white Irish Catholic. So I'm not really sure how this whole sin thing works. Yeah, but through this marriage, I'm atoning for all of my sins at once, and the sins of my ancestors. Yeah. Now, look, I'm not saying all white people are racist. But when my husband Sean pisses me off, I call him the great white bastard. Yeah. It's like he's to blame for all of the racism in the world. Fair. Look, mixed race marriages, they've got their unique challenges, right? I met Sean's parents for the first time in a pub at 11 a.m. Because my father-in-law is an alcoholic. And I think he was trying to impress me, kind of meet me in the office, which is what he calls the pub. Now look, concerning bit is, right, Sean's aunt and cousins have died from drinking. But what I don't get, right, is after their funerals, to celebrate their lives, we're going to the pub and drink. This family's got a problem with alcohol. Bigger problem, they don't understand irony. Right? And I think Sean married me, a Muslim, as a way to escape the alcoholism in his family. Yeah. But look, he didn't realise I'm an ex-Muslim. I'm doing 7 people's worth of drinking here. So I meet Sean's dad, right, for the first time, and has the weirdest display of unity that only a drunk man can think of. He put on an Irish folk tune on the jukebox called Pakistani Pat. He's got enough that shock, Matthew, by the way. A bit worrying. I know what you're thinking, right? There's no way on Allah's green earth is there an Irish folk tune called Pakistani Pat. Believe me, there is. Right, I've heard every cringe-inducing word. Right, so let me explain Pakistani Pat, written in the 70s. So diversity training, not a thing, right? Speaking of diversity, don't expect me to sing it. Seriously, my Irish accent is so bad it sounds Jamaican. A whole other level of racism we just don't need. Right, so they're in a pub full of wasted Irish people singing Pakistani Pat in my face. You know what, guys, they were just trying to make me feel welcome. Right? And they do that every Christmas, Easter. Recently, my birthday, and they gifted me a box of Black Magic chocolates. Proving once again this family doesn't understand irony. No. Right, ignoring the minors for a moment. Who doesn't have children here? Yeah, hashtag living your best life, aren't you? Yes, you know what my hashtag is? I hate my children. Because they are weak pussies. No, seriously. Recently, right, one of our kittens got sick. And they were like, oh, mummy, can you make it better? No. Right? Seriously, I checked the No Frills pet insurance. It doesn't cover the cancer operation. 15 grand. How about spending 15 grand on keeping a kitten alive when you can get a new one for 150 quid? And you know what? To make it even cheaper, it's a thrifty Pakistani. Bury it in the garden. Right? So there I am, standing with my 3-week children, right? Only one of them cries. They are pathetic. Right? Remember, this is for a kitten they supposedly love. The one they wanted to spend 15 grand on. I got a glimpse of the future. It's my funeral. And only one of them cries. No. I'm going to make them all cry. I'm going to leave a written confession and it's going to say, I could have saved that kitten all along. I just didn't. Cry on that, you bastards. I've been sounding